ball, there ain't no doubt. Over Nano, I won't play it, niggas know it's that. Gotta keep that fan club. Niggas really want me gone. Put a couple B's on this shelf before I made a song.
Why do that? Why make that decision?
Niggas dead. Niggas ain't got, you feel me? Niggas say them names sometimes, but like, them niggas dead, so it wouldn't matter if I say them names or not say that names, because them niggas not here, so it's like, fuck them niggas. Just bleep them shits out, that's how.
Let them wonder.
Nah, because it's really them niggas, so it's like, we show them no respect.
Boy, that nigga, I was just finna say, boy, that nigga very disrespectful. That nigga said, you dead homies. Boy, I don't know when these niggas gonna stop out there dissing, man. See, I know a lot of people say stuff about like Charleston White and stuff like that. And Charleston White say a lot of stuff. He say a lot of things, but like he always say, he's not doing things. These guys are actually dissing dead people and actually in the streets putting harm to everybody else. They're actually in war. So it hits a little different once they're really, at war with this shit, bro. Like King Von was dissing and, like all the rappers be dissing. They be really into this stuff. So not only is you saying stuff that's hurting people, but you're actually in the streets, I'm guessing. Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Sometimes we just bleep that shit out. You know what we talking about.
So, hey, you fly K23K or what? No, niggas know stuff, bro. Niggas ain't gonna be niggas in your program and all, but niggas already know stuff.
I say all that to say this, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow, my nigga.
Okay, wait, so we gonna stop it one time. You a f***ing fly exterminator, but you ain't on no disrespectful shit. A nigga had under my belt, it's a cold case. Nigga died with his kids, they had no faith.
Now, Stockton police are working to piece together what led up to a deadly shooting outside of a home. A 26-year-old man was killed as two young children, just 5 and 6 years old, were inside the car.
Continues right now for the suspect in a deadly Stockton mass shooting. Good Sunday morning, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Austin Castro. Officials say it all happened inside a banquet hall in what is being described as a family gathering involving children.
If you in the streets, man, stop being around your kids. Stop being around the ones you love the most. It's not enough. You putting them at risk. You see, today we're going to Stockton, California, a place that's turning into a war zone as we speak. And what's making this situation even more heartbreaking is how far these street politics, quote unquote, are reaching. It's at the point now, 1 month until 2020.
That's facts though, bro, because like a lot of these guys, man, be in the streets, and you got kids, you got your mom and grandmama, street guys. This is what y'all gotta understand. This is for the street people. All that, man, I thought kids and mom and daddy was, none of that stuff now. It's 2020. That's not off limits, my nigga. None of that's off limits. So if you jumping in the streets and you with your girlfriend, you with your kids, you with your mom, you with your grandmama, you with auntie, your little cousin, nigga, everybody can get, they can get hit, bro. They can get killed. All that, man, I thought that was, they get a pass. No, you don't get no pass, bro. They getting the belt too. That's how they looking at it. They getting it too. So for all the street niggas, all that, man, I thought that was, nuh-uh. Boy, yeah, get caught with your mama, your grandmama in 2025, going into 26, you through. They through. And sometimes you probably don't even be dead. It be your little cousin. It be a lot of that shit happen, man. Y'all putting y'all niggas in danger. Even your little homies or your little brothers who ain't got nothing to do with nothing. They get the innocent niggas getting hit. You really don't need to be in the streets at all. But nigga, if you niggas is in the street, just know that you putting everybody else in danger. All that off limits and family, man, it's supposed to be, that's not happening, bro. It is I don't even think it's never been like that. All that being off limits, bro, that don't, You're putting them in harm's way. He's speaking facts.
Six with grown men still so hungry for revenge, they don't even care if they put their own kids in the mix. You know it's eye for eye, right? If I do it to you, I should expect you gonna do it to me. But you'll later find out, in situations like taking somebody's life in front of their children, some people will tell you all bets are off the table. Because that's exactly what took place prior to this situation at a kid's birthday party. You see, within the last 24 hours, reports started buzzing that a local Stockton rapper, well-known there, well-connected, and already tied in a long-running beef, had his child's birthday party shot up. According to early reports, his opposition didn't just take advantage of that moment. They used it to try to end his life and take the life of his close friends who was right there with him. More well-known rappers from the same crew who we'll later identify. But let's just say, fam, this situation alone is bigger than just one shooting. See, here's the part that's really shaking the community. This ain't just affecting the rappers no more. It's the kids, the families, the people who have nothing to do with this beef. It's a trickle-down effect, and we watching it unravel in real time. Now, fam, earlier this year, we briefly went over a story regarding one of these rappers who got arrested for a murder 6 years later after doing an interview just 6 months prior, speaking on him and his crew public beef. I'll leave the link in the bio so you guys can get caught up. But now, fast forward to Thanksgiving weekend, at this same rapper friend daughter's birthday party, they get shot up, leaving 4 people deceased as of now and over 10 shot. Not to mention 2 of the 4 that lost their lives was kids. Now, I know that was a long intro,
Crazy,
but I want to make
bro.
sure y'all stay
I
on
remember seeing this on Instagram, bro. But I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know it was no rapper. And then I thought it was just a regular guy or a regular somebody just had it and it just went viral because it was kids involved. But it happens over and over again.
So today, we're putting this in order, chronological order, that is. We're breaking down who are these Stockton rappers, their affiliations, go over their gang RICO indictment, identify who child birthday party it was, his previous run-ins with the law, and who people online are already claiming behind it, keeping it factual and nothing extra. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. A lot of people don't realize this, but Filipinos has been active in North and SoCal all the way back since the 70s and 80s. Some well-known documented Filipino affiliated groups include Son of Sama, SOS, Satanas, STN, Pointy Rail, PR. So Stockton, California having a Filipino-based street crew is not unusual at all. What makes it stand out is the branding, the rap connections, and the modern era. But sad to say, their main enemies is not against their own race. It's against African Americans. And that's pretty much what we got here today as the layer for this story. You see, one of the groups that's some say connected is Flyboys. It's a Filipino Stockton set. Filipino members, younger Stockton blocks. They have some blacks. It's a Crip culture. Also have rappers who we'll later identify. You see, they not an organized gang in the old school structure. It's more a neighborhood crew with Filipino roots, influenced heavily by Crip culture in Stockton. Flyboy members often online use blue colors, see references, Crip style hand signals, and Crip-the-line Stockton sets. Now, some of these people also go by MB, which stands for Mud Brothers. It's another Stockton crew / name that gets tied to some Filipino members, some Flyboy associates, rappers, videographers, and social media activity. And the overlap between Flyboys and MB, depending on blocks, family ties, school connections, friend groups. Not all MB, as mentioned, is Filipino, but a big chunk of MB's visibility came from Filipino or Pacific Islander youth, especially mid-2010s to now. And now we got that caught up, let's speak on who rep these crews. Now, some say the most known outside of Stockton in that crew that rap is MB.
That's crazy. I never known other races to be in gangs, bro. Like the this is all new to me, my nigga. I thought it was just us niggas that was only in gangs. I thought we the only race of people. Man, a Philippine, is it? What? This is all new to me, but it makes sense that it's in California. I don't know none of these guys. So y'all get down below and tell me in the comment. I don't know none of these streets. I don't know none of these guys.
Also known as Nelly, Nell, and Beat. For years, the 49ers used his song as their theme song to warm up. It was a track titled In My City, released 7 years ago with over 12 million views. I ain't counting.
The niggas turning to scholars. I never went to college like my mama, papa wanted. I promise that I'ma make it out. It's all
Back in October 2020, MB Nell was one of 33 individuals who was arrested for illegal activities of the Asian Boys, Muddy Boys Crips, Lil Ruthless Criminals, Comstock Crips, Loc Uptown Crips and Asian Crip criminal street gangs in the area of Stockton, California. According to Stockton police, the entire investigation seized 38 firearms, 40,000 in U.S. currency, 1 pound of suspected C, 5 pounds of suspected methamphetamine, approximately 13,000 of suspected ecstasy, and an abundance of marijuana, quote unquote. Now, MB Nail managed to escape this, and 2 years later, he spoke on this on No Jumper. And check out a segment.
Or do you want to get out of there because the cops are kind of on you?
It was a little bit of both. Like, after the little indictment shit, I was like, cool off that. Like, I didn't want no shit under my name or that, so.
Right.
But I got 2 spots, though.
Wait, what'd you get indicted for?
It was like a big-ass gang sweep. So they just hit everybody. Everybody's phones was tapped. And they just had, like, a big-ass investigation going. It was all type of shit. But,
Your phone was tapped?
Yeah, my phone was tapped for, like 6 months. And everybody else, like, everybody on their phones was tapped and everything.
Really?
And that wasn't even the first time. My phone been tapped a couple times.
Wow, and so they just arrest everybody, and then how does it go from there?
They hit your house, and what they do is they hope to find something or, pull you over or whatever. See, luckily they ain't find shit at the house, like, because I'm not stupid, you get what I'm saying, but they found a little, like, just pills, like little pills, that's it.
And they tried to give you a case for the pills, or what?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, okay. So
that shit was easy.
But did a bunch of people get locked up in that?
Yeah, hella people got locked up just because they I don't know what they found, whatever they found with the guns or from whoever else, but.
Stockton's getting, like, tough on crime at this point, right? Because I've seen some shit on the news of just them talking about, like, little kids getting shot and shit like that, and how they're really getting serious about cracking down on crime.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a big indictment coming, I feel.
Really?
Yeah, but you feel me?
Right. Better just keep your nose clean. Did you, like, come to LA when you were growing up and shit?
Nah.
It's just too far away?
Yeah, but I'm so used to this drive now.
Right.
I was just out here the other day by myself. I drove to LA, drove back the same day. And I do that shit regular now, just driving out here and shit.
Just to link with people, or what are you doing out here for the most part?
Yeah, link, music videos, studios, and shit like that.
Now, during that time, they would also lose a close affiliate, a guy who went by Spaz to gun violence. And that's where a war had allegedly started between them and EBK and other affiliates. You see, during that time, EBK was cool with MB Nail's blood cousin, Nano, a man allegedly known for B's as he raps in his music. B's allegedly stands for bodies. And some say that explains why EBK J-Bo speak on allegedly being cool with Nano until he started messing with his cousin. And that's when the back and forth came, not only on disses, but in people's lives in the streets.
Now, Nano used to be my brother, but he fuck with niggas. You chose your side, fuck with suckers, you duck with niggas.
And Nano, that's my baby, you can call, there ain't no doubt. Over Nano, I won't play it, niggas know it's that.
Gotta keep that fan club. Niggas really want me gone. Put a couple B's on this shelf before I made a song. Name ho, wait up in my section, bitch, I'm big dog. Never been the type of white flag, bitch, I'm getting up.
You see, what's crazy is Nano was the dad who hosted at this venue for his daughter party who got shot up. But before we go over those details, it's important to know this. The week Spaz died, a 26-year-old man identified as Tommy was shot and killed while he was in his car. In the back seat was his young children, 5 and 6. This happened on May 29, 2024.
Bro, y'all niggas. Dang, so this ain't so May 29th, 2024. This happened in what, November for the birthday party? So why y'all keep being with y'all? It's obviously these niggas don't care about nothing about no kids. See, once it's up there, it's up there. He got shot with some kids. Or his kids, I don't know. What's up with this? Boy, these niggas ain't got... Boy, y'all ain't got no type of God in y'all Philippines. Y'all ain't got... Man, goodness.
Children were not the primary targets, but the 6-year-old did sustain minor injuries from potential glass. Thank God they made it. It happened at around 10:20 p.m. on the 2400 block of Tilden Park Street. And the crazy part is, this murder went unsolved. But a guy who's now arrested, who we covered, as mentioned at the very beginning, I'll leave the link in the bio, he rapped about this after they was bragging on Spaz, that's EBK. He talked about taking his life and even knowing the kids was in the car. And like we said at the very beginning, once again, eye for an eye, right? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but if that's what you out here doing, expect that to happen to you too.
As name for 48, someone got stressed. Ain't no donkeys over there, cause we the ones who really step. Had to switch out from the singing. It's the time I brought it out. In the street, my brother Band's gon' hold it down till he get out. Hey, that's my brother. Caught a half for the cause, not for the clout. And Nano, that's my baby. You can call, there ain't no. Y'all can't mention Spanish.
Now, Stockton police are working to piece together what led up to a deadly shooting outside of a home. A 26-year-old man was killed as two young children, just 5 and 6 years old, were inside the car. KCRA3's Danica Hill spoke with concerned families as police are working to find the gunman.
That's really key for our investigations team to figure out why this homicide occurred. Trying to develop that motive, whether it was targeted or not, or gang-related or not.
Officers responding to reports of a shooting outside a home on Tilden Park Street near Houston Avenue just before 10:30 Wednesday night.
When officers arrived on scene, they located a 26-year-old male victim inside of a vehicle in the front area of the residence who had been struck multiple times by gunfire.
That man pronounced dead on the scene. 2 young children were also in the car, one taken to the hospital for minor injuries.
When children are involved, it definitely heightens everything. One of the victims was transported to an area hospital for minor injuries. It appears that it could have been maybe glass or shrapnel, and the other juvenile was fortunately not injured.
Candles, flowers, and other mementos now marking where the shooting happened, and the community on edge. Neighbors telling me they were too scared to go on camera, describing the sound of the gunfire to that of a war zone.
Whenever something happens like this, especially a homicide, it doesn't just affect the victim and maybe that exact residence or house. That entire community is impacted.
I did speak briefly with a family who told me they wanted to keep it a private matter. Right now, police have not released a suspect description and are pleading with the community to speak up.
Getting to the surveillance footages for the houses is crucial, and so we really lean on the community's help. Our detectives are out there knocking on doors, but if they weren't home or maybe were scared to answer the door, Stockton Crime Stoppers is a phenomenal way to help our investigators get to the bottom of these, to help the community feel safer.
And we know that the children that were involved in this are with family tonight. And as a reminder, Stockton Crime Stoppers is completely anonymous. If you have any information that could help lead to an arrest, you are asked to call Stockton Police. Here in Stockton, Danica Hill, KCRA 3 News.
Fast forward to the weekend of Thanksgiving. 4 were killed and 10 others were wounded in the shooting at a family party in Stockton, California, November 29th, 2025, according to local police. Now, as mentioned, this was Nano's daughter's birthday party, and B. Nail was in attendance. Of course, Stacks locked up for a murder that took place 6 years prior, which is also the dude, as we just mentioned, who was rapping on killing the dude in front of his kids. Gunfire erupted inside a banquet hall in California's Central Valley. Several of the 14 victims, including children and adults, were taken to a local hospital. 4 have been confirmed deceased. Their identity wasn't released, but the ages was confirmed: 8, 14, 22, and 30. May all 4 rest in peace and love condolences to their families.
Young, man.
Stockton police say the early preliminary investigation showed this was a targeted hit. Of course, now it also has been rumored that rapper MB Nail was one of the 14 people who were struck by gunfire, and it was an alleged shootout that took place. As of now, that's pure speculation. But what we do know, hours later, the Fruittown neighborhood was seen with heavy police presence, which is also a neighborhood connected to EBK that has public tension with Flatboys and MB.
In a deadly Stockton mass shooting. Good Sunday morning, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Austin Castro. Officials say it all happened inside a banquet hall in what is being described as a family gathering involving children. ABC 10 has been following this breaking news.
I always try to figure out why these guys just be acting like they're not into nothing. Like they're just man, listen. A civilian need to watch his back, let alone a guy that's in the game. Ain't nobody safe. Because the innocent people are getting killed too. So you got to be careful everywhere, bro. Nigga, you in a gang and y'all just having a gathering, bro, y'all are at war. Not only that, you with kids. It's obviously y'all Filipino it's obviously y'all don't care. It's niggas that got killed with their kids. It's been shown time and time again. Y'all, what are y'all doing? Why is y'all steady just out here just partnering? Just why y'all keep on doing that, knowing this niggas just after you? And then, oh my God, how did that happen? And does everybody be so clueless on, what did happen? What you mean? You're in something and you're just out and about. Y'all don't try to have a privacy, birthday party, or y'all that's putting the kids in danger. I don't understand.
Since it first happened. Now, this incident was taking place shortly after 6 yesterday evening on Lucille Avenue near Thornton Road, an area surrounded by businesses and homes. Investigators call it a targeted attack. The family event, a party ending with gunfire on Thanksgiving weekend. Now, this right here is video from the scene last night. Investigators say a suspect is still on the run right now, and so far, no description has been released. This is what San Joaquin County District Attorney Ron Freitas had to say.
It's our understanding at this time that the individual responsible is still outstanding. If you have any information as to this individual, reach out immediately. And if you are this individual, turn yourself in immediately.
On the shooting.
Turn himself in, Cole.
This is Thanksgiving weekend. This is when families come together, celebrate, share memories, give each other love. And unfortunately,
they know that. They know that, ma'am. That's why they did it. They know this is the day. They know this when families gather, and they already know. They know. That's why they did what they did.
Heaven is a little bigger with the individuals, children and adults that unfortunately do not make it.
In an emotional statement, Stockton Mayor Christina Fugazi offered her support to her community following a shooting at a banquet hall near Lucille Avenue Saturday night. San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office spokeswoman Heather Brent sharing that 14 people were shot, 4 of them killed, including children.
It is unfathomable that there are young children who are harmed, that there is anybody who is harmed in this, and our hearts go out to those victims, to their families, and to our community. Do you have any further questions at this time?
Multiple agencies and city leaders are vowing to seek justice for the victims who were shot at a family gathering. District Attorney Ron Freitas calling the tragedy unthinkable and pleading with his community and asking the person responsible to turn themselves in.
When this individual is caught, you have my promise that you will have the full force of my office's resources in holding this individual fully accountable.
Mayor Fugazi also calling on her city to do better and speak up if they know anything.
Whoever did this, if you know them, as the district attorney just said, please call Crime Stoppers. You can leave an anonymous tip. We've got work to do, and this type of violence, again, our city is better than that.
ABC 10's Gabriel Porras was there just minutes after it all unfolded and has more information and reaction from locals.
See what people gotta understand is that everything is a business. Y'all do not know that, right? Like, aside from the video, which the killers and stuff, they don't care, but I'm just throwing this out there. But everything is a business, bro. So, all you're killing kids, and when you're going down in downtown doing shootings and stuff like that, what's happening is, bro, people are not coming. People are not coming. When you're going down to major cities and stuff, and you're doing killings where people shop, they eat, and all those places, bro, dog, man, ain't nobody gonna be showing up. Ain't nobody gonna be showing up, bro. And when people don't show up, what is that doing? You're not bringing, there's no money. No money is coming. Nobody not shopping, nobody not eating, nobody not going in this era because of, they can't have that. They cannot have that. So that's why they close in on to try to get on them killers as soon as possible. Because people are scared. Innocent people. So
Well, it was a very frantic and fluid scene in the minutes after the tragedy unfolded. It was here at this parking lot, this strip mall, where we're told some of the crowds first ran to try to get cover. There was so much adrenaline in the air, but the heartbreak was palpable in those first few minutes. We were on scene less than an hour after the tragedy unfolded, which means we saw those groups of first responders, dozens of police cars, fire engines and ambulances, and most heartbreakingly, families and mothers sobbing, asking where their kids are. People who live near Thornton Road and Lucille Avenue say it all happened so fast.
That was a lot of gunfire. That was a lot of gunfire.
At least 3 bursts of gunfire, Jason Amoson said, and after a fleet of first responders.
There was probably 10 to 12 ambulances, every fire truck, every police officer.
At first, he didn't know what had happened, but he saw, as we saw, on the cold concrete and under the dark sky, families breaking down into tears.
Afterwards, there was a lot of people that, walked out, a lot, yelling for their kids and stuff like that.
Is really what's sticking with me and with so many here tonight. Those parents who just wanted to know where their kids were. Tragic to know that so many of them will never see their loved ones again. As many of you know, I was born and raised here in San Joaquin County. I've been to this strip mall several times just a couple weeks ago, actually, for lunch. I have friends who live in this neighborhood. They are all stunned. To say that this is heartbreaking is really an understatement. The grief and the shock is palpable in Stockton, and the city is shaken. In Stockton, Gabriel Porras, ABC 10.
And we know with such a large number of victims, several hospitals are involved with their care right now. ABC 10 reached out to hospitals in the area. We do know Dignity Health St. Joseph's Medical Center in Stockton received 3 patients as a result of the shooting. They tell us 2 adult patients are currently being cared for there, one of them undergoing surgery. They also tell us a 9-year-old patient also arrived at the emergency room and is said to be in fair condition. Meanwhile, Sutter Memorial Hospital in Modesto also confirming they have some shooting victims under their care.
As we head out of here, I'm gonna put it like this, plain and simple. The only people we should really show remorse to and feel sympathy for is these innocent kids and innocent bystanders. Holmes, if you're rapping about killing somebody in front of their kids, all bets off the table. I'm not saying it's right, but expect the same consequences to come to you. Yep. It's a very unfortunate situation. Yep. These kids gonna remember this for the rest of their lives.
For real. That's what I said. You reap what you sow. You putting that out there and y'all really in the streets doing that stuff, you reap what you sow, man. Just like your kids got hit up, yours can get hit up. Ain't nobody safe, man. I was looking at the comments. Let me see what the comments are saying. These rappers acting like they gangsters. These are gangsters acting like rappers. Real life demons in the flesh. They don't even make songs. They just dish dead of the same play out beat. Yep. Whoever posted the flyer, the birthday accidentally gave the drop. Whoever posted that flyer gave the drop. And that's my thing though. Like tell people, like, hey man, don't post. Like, you gotta tell people. If not, bro, you don't need to be nowhere near. You don't need to be nowhere near. If I'm in the street, you need to just say, hey man, mama and grandmama, y'all had that in the house or something, and I ain't gonna be there. Or if it is, have a small private birthday and invite little people. If you ain't family, you can't come. I'm sorry, I don't trust you. If it get to the point where it get that bad, don't you come. Don't you go. You're in too much stuff. And I tell people, hey man, don't be posting nothing. If they gonna do that, if they being rebellious to the situation, I ain't coming. Cause the love I got from my family and friends, I ain't doing it. Children and family have always been affected by this nonsense. Nothing has to stop the foolishness. Those that live in this type of life, chaos to do so. Putting kids, family, friends, and neighbor in harm's way. Yep. Ain't no rest for the wicked. They'll be caught. That's crazy, bro. We living in some, it's sad, bro. You just never know, man. That's the scary part about this shit, that you never know. Never know, man. There's always 2 things when you in the streets. Dead, or you gonna be in prison, Rest in peace to those kids, man. Condolences to the family, man. It's sad, bro. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. We out, y'all.